God is going to be in the center of it all, no matter what. So as I'm learning what this waiting season is for myself, I'm pouring into me. I'm pouring into every aspect of me. So when he presents himself to me, I'll be okay. I will know that this is my God given husband. I will know that everything that God has for me, as long as I abide in what he's telling me to do and these principles right here, as long as I exercise self-control, that's hard. Exercising self-control, excuse me, abstaining from negativity and abstaining from men, being careful and mindful of everything that I see and I hear, I taste, I feel, being in tune with that and being okay. Understanding that if I cannot exercise self-control, then I should be married to my husband so I won't burn with passion. For it is better to marry than to burn with passion. If only had I knew that those last two words, with passion, my life may have been a little bit different when it comes down to wanting and needing to be. It's always been my goal to be a wife since I was a little girl. I had my wedding already planned. The only thing that changed was my 6 girlfriends are now my bridesmaids, and I don't want to walk down the aisle. I don't want that much attention. I just want to be at the pulpit with the pastor. I want to walk across, not walk down the aisle. I'll walk down coming out, but going, I don't want to do that. It's too much attention. But then I might change my mind. And so when I think about all the things that I've learned in my life and how I am changing, the change aspect for me is this growth spurt that I'm having right now, and it began last year in July when I received my certification. From July 2023 up until this day, God has blessed me with the opportunity to, one, leave my home that I only knew, the only place that I knew my entire life for 52 years, I lived in one place, and to uproot and be comfortable in a space, not be afraid. And I have to always share this about my neighbor. My neighbor, I love her. I love her because it reminded me of my first apartment that I had, that I lived 4 doors away down from my mom, and my landlord lived underneath me, and she was a older woman, but she was just so caring and loving and nurturing. And the great thing about where I'm at now is from day one, like, I didn't feel scared. And I love my neighbor. I got to keep saying that because that's one of the commandments, to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And she's sweet. And I get emotional about it because this is what God has done. He allowed me to be in spaces where people are that are caring, and that I'm not afraid. And I know it's just me and my neighbor. I love her to death. And I text her and she texts me back. And she make me feel comfortable, and I'm not scared. I've been here for 3 months now, and it's the best sleep I've ever had. Although it's hot, It was 99.9 degrees in here most of the day and at night. And I feel comfortable. I don't feel scared. If I drop something on the floor, I'm being mindful. I don't want to disturb her. I want to make sure that, she's okay. The environment itself is safe. Just yesterday they put up these spotlights. And, I leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. I leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, and these lights are so bright. No incidents, no nothing. I feel good. God has definitely allowed me to see that I don't have to depend on others to be happy or to do the things that I need to get done in my life. I have everything that I need right now. Like I said in the beginning, everything that needed to be put up in this apartment, I did it on my own. The chair that I put together, that God told me I could do it, I did it, and it's still standing. 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. It's still standing. It's a little wobbly, but it's still standing. When I'm at my lowest and my most vulnerable, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I hate weekends because I really don't have anything to do. And that's my idle time. Although I'm in school and this is the last 2 weeks of school and I know I have papers I have to write, I'm going to be crunching for the next 2 weeks. But guess what? Even school turned out to be this semester. Accounting, me, I hate numbers. But I did it. So far, I'm still at a B. I got 2 more weeks to go. I'm striving for an A, but if I got a B, I'm at a B. My business class, I didn't forget. I just didn't do an activity. And I'm at a high C, but I'm going to push that to a B. That's all I want. Nothing short of B's and being accountable for what I do for myself. I have everything I need and want. My children are okay. My mama's okay. My granddaughters are okay. I have everything that I need right now to be successful with or without a husband. But it is my desire to be married. God says in His Word, if I do everything according to Him, then He will give me the desires of my heart. If I live my life the way I'm supposed to live it from God, then He will give me the desires of my heart. But in the meantime, I have to educate myself. I have to heal. I have to develop in this person that I know I am and be confident in her. Not allow situations or other people's stuff to be my stuff. And like I said, as an empath, I always take in so much stuff because of what I do for a living. But what I do is I hold on to it. And I used to, oh my gosh, think about my pastor. I remember when I was at church and I was in my profession, I would go to church on Sunday and get slayed in the Lord because the things that was happening, I did not know how to let out. So I'm burdened down with all of the people's problems that they have in addiction and in recovery, giving them a life plan and then not letting it go. I still struggle with that today, but I have different outlets. Today, I'm able to talk about it, and that's why I do my podcast. That's why I do my videos. That's why I do a lot of things that I do, because I have an outlet. When people make deposits in your spirit and you don't let them go, it causes problems for you. My sleep was interrupted at my old place because I'm always worried about the people downstairs or the people that's next door that's putting garbage and on my side, on our side, and then we get fined for it. The person who has 12 dogs in the apartment downstairs, every time you walk up and down the stairs is barking, barking, barking. My neighbor having used the hallway for her own storage, making it a fire hazard, that kind of stuff. So I'm not sleeping because I'm so busy worrying that somebody gonna burn down the place, or these kids that live down under me, they gonna play with a gun, and that kind of stuff. So I never had peaceful sleep. The comforts that I did have was when I was in my 7-year relationship and he would come home whenever he came home, and then knowing that my last relationship would come on a weekend, that would give me some peace and security. I learned that I had no security from others. There was no peace. And I learned just working with Alex, and I gotta say Alex B. Dixon, security. And that's what I lacked, the security from my partner, or just security as a whole. Getting through this waiting season it has its good days and it has its bad days. And I'm having my good time and I'm having my bad time. But I'm in preparation. I'm in preparation of being the best wife that I can possibly be to my husband. Being the best person I can be to myself, and then for me to be the best wife I can be to him. Because we already know the understoods. I'm the best mother, daughter, grandmother, friend, neighbor that you'll ever have. But the place that I lack is in that partnership, in that healthy, positive relationship, in that space where I can share with you or him, and him share back with me, and being able to be my whole self, good, bad, or indifferent, and knowing that he is going to be there. The security is what I'm missing, because no one is ready or prepared to handle the love that I have, for one, and for two, I'm a giver. I'm a giver, so I'm going to give you my all. But I know that not everyone is able to give or reciprocate that, and I understand that part of it. But the good thing about it is that I'm willing to work with someone who's willing to work with me, and healing those past pieces of my life. With my father, the father wound that I had, feeling abandoned when he passed away. The mother wound that I had by not sharing the rest of the passage, and withholding with passion out of "it's better to burn" and leaving that part out, and being able to celebrate her. She's 90 years old, and I realized that wound was closed, or it was stitched up, once I was able to give her that party and make her smile and let her see her family and everything like that. It took everything that I had, and I'm still paying off it now, to make sure that I gave my mother a 90th birthday party along with my siblings. And I did that. And so that wound that I had was sewn closed. You know how you sew and you make those loops and you make those loops? That's what I did. It's sewn up. And so I can safely say that wound is now closed. And the one from my father, I learned that just because he passed away, that I'm not abandoned, because what he left, or deposits that he left in my heart and my spirit and in my soul. He's not here physically, but he's always going to be in my heart. So that wound is closed, is sewed up. So all of those other things that was holding me back, I was able to move through it. I was able to get through it and just live. And I'm doing it, and I've been doing it. God has allowed me to see that I'm worthy of everything that I set my mind to, and that I put on my prayer request list, that I'm on the right path. I'm on the right track. I'm doing what I need to do. So I just wanted to just share this part of my healing journey with you, and hope that, you get something out of it. Remembering 1 Corinthians 7 verses 1 through 9, and learning the principles of marriage. And just to go back to what I said about in verse 9, but if they cannot exercise self-control, let them marry, for it's better to marry than to burn with passion. I hope that you, ladies and gentlemen, take heed to what I attempted to share with you of my healing journey. Thank you.